All right, checking the chickens. What is up, everyone? All right, we're ready. We're maybe ready, possibly ready. Maybe. Okay, now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. What's up, everyone? My name is Brent. Welcome to Wicked Minis. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? All right, let's get started. Maybe I need a paper. Need some paper. Ooh, that is loud. What do I do? There we go. All right. What's up? What's up? Hello, hello. What's up, Devon? One of those days where it's hey, shiny. I got you. Okay, getting the combat patrol box done. Dragoon, what's up? Rosie, how's it going? Smoke Eater, what's up? I am here. We are doing things. We're working on Kritza, the Rat Prince. Looks pretty good. We're gonna get to the other things on this model, but before that, let me go and get my palette reset. I've been like busy, man, just been running around. I don't know how I did this while I was working. What's up, Sarah Elizabeth? How you doing? Anyways, I sit there and I'm like, well, I'm working today, and I was like, oh my gosh, working yesterday, and I'm like super tired, and then getting things situated, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, why am I so behind today? Like, just felt like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing something wrong. Checking up on people and got lost in conversation with some and trying to collect all my Microsoft points, because you guys know about me and my Microsoft points. I need to have them. Need my Microsoft points. All that wasted amount of time on Microsoft points. And Devon Bill, you're like, I'm doing good watching Devon build all my miniatures. That's nice. That's nice. Very nice. That's hilarious. So yeah, yeah, I have to. I have to. You guys say in like 1 year doing it every day, like every day for a solid year, I had like 240,000 or 230,000 points, which then you can actually get like gift cards with them, and that's like $230. So in a whole day, whole year, you have 230 extra bucks. So if I do it again this year, you know, I should have like 460 bucks. And then that'll help out down the road whenever I need it, because they're lifetime points, so you have them forever. So it's not like they expire or go bad. But yeah, got that kind of stuff. Then I'll show you guys here in a minute. I was we need to work on the base of this model, and I just casted the resin 3 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago. It's hard now, so it's ready to go. So we're gonna have to cut a piece of that out to put it on the base for this model here. Because I didn't want to tear up one of my terrain pieces, one of my GW terrain pieces. So instead I just press molded it and I casted it. And then I had to like work with like resin casting. It's been a while since I've messed around with it. And I just felt like, I'm like, how did I do this when I was working? Like, I was like on top of my stuff when I was working. Like, sometimes I'm late and stuff, but this one I was just like, why am I so freaking far behind on everything? Almost, there we go. Collecting all my points. Points and good. Okay. So, with this thing, because I want to try to get some prime on this one, because we'll be almost done with Kritza here pretty soon. Alright? And then this thing, see, I'm gonna... So, this was the this is the GW piece. That's the shelving of the first floor of the like ruins. Okay. And then so I press molded it, and then I resin casted this. Now it's a little on the rougher side, but I just need the top part here. Okay. Let's fix some things here. Stop. Down. Cut this part off too. Sol Jobs, what's up? How's it going? How are you doing? I need a pen. I'm gonna do my pens. That's what we needed. And then we'll fix the rest for this base. And then Kritza will fit on this base. Somewhere like that. So, yeah, because I'm doing this miniature. We're giving it a little diorama base. So this is the miniature we're working on. Still have to finish up, you know, some of the bits and pieces here. And then this one here gonna go on this base. We're gonna have to prime it all and get it all ready and stuff, but he's supposed to sit like that. But I wanted him to sit on something, so we're gonna sit on top of this. But now I gotta cut it. And actually, I'll be right back, but I'm gonna cut it with the, I got kind of like a bandsaw out in the garage. I'm just gonna cut it real fast. This will be way easier than sitting there watching me struggle the whole time here. I'm gonna do that real fast. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. So we got this. So this is gonna be the base that this model is gonna be fitting on. I'll put those two right there. I'm gonna go and cut this piece here because this was actually I resin casted this from this piece here. So this one here is like a GW terrain piece. It's made out of plastic, and I didn't want to cut this one up because I still want it for my terrain pieces, and so I just resin casted it and did pretty good. It's a little thicker. This is a touch thicker than what I normally do, but not that bad. Not bad, not bad. I don't mind it being a little thicker anyway. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go hit it on the bandsaw real quick and just whip this thing out. I'll take like 2.5. Alright. That took like 2.5, right? That was like 2.5. 2.5. So yeah, cut it all out of there. Cut it right out of this thing. Sat there and just like, whop, took it out. This should fit. Okay. So, pretty nice, pretty nice. Okay. And then, this model should sit just like so. Like that. What's up, Trajan? Okay, didn't totally suck for y'all. It was not bad, not bad. I guess some weather's starting to come our way, so I don't know if it's going to start raining or whatever. What do I do with the big thing of sandpaper? I found it. Bolter thrower, good evening. How's it going? Yeah, I don't think like it was totally bad. It just sucks going back to work. I can tell you I don't want to go back to work. Stuff sand's pretty nice. Almost done with painting up all the Necrons. I got like 9 more Necrons to paint off camera. Then there's 9, 10, 11. I got 11 Necrons. 11 Necrons. I lied. So I got 11 Necrons. And with the 11 Necrons, 2 of them we're going to paint on stream. Eventually. Still got to get through this end of the month model giveaway piece here. And then, didn't it turn out pretty good? Yeah, because I casted it out of the other one. I thought it looked exactly the same. I think it casted really well. So, wasn't too expensive of an deal there, so. And this is my first time using this kind of cast resin. Got some lines, it does look like I got some freaking snow here, right? I'm sitting there sanding this thing because this thing's like super thick. So I'm trying to sand this piece down. It goes on here. Yeah, I don't know. I think this will probably do even more damage than actually playing around with snow. Telling you. But yeah, bolter thrower, I'm trying, like, this is the diorama base. This piece goes on there, and it's meant for Kritza, the rat prince. And we're not done with this miniature. I still got to finish the sword, face, and hair, and the flesh. You know, flesh, hair, sword, dealio. But most of the rest of this thing is practically done. It's a pretty cool looking miniature. Anyways. So it's going to go on this thing, but I made this thing a little too thick. It's funny as I was looking at that exact terrain to buy because I used all of mine on bases. Oh, so you did chop them up. See, I was thinking about doing that because I had a whole bunch of these things. And let alone, I still got like all the kill team boxes and all that kind of stuff. What's up, Antifreeze? How you doing? And then I was like, do I want to cut up my freaking terrain pieces? And I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm just going to do this. I learned this from, shoot, who did it? It's a social media influencer, and I can't remember who the heck it was. But anyways, they were showing like they build, like they take this thing. So they took this thing, and then they put it in they made a outlining wall out of Legos, and then they took polymer clay or whatever it's called, and then they covered all over the little bumps and stuff on the Legos, like the internal part of the Legos, and then you have like a big Lego wall about yay big. And then you take this piece and then you press it into the polymer clay. So then you can kind of, you know, seal it off from the bottom here. And then that was my problem is, was it Sergio? Okay, so Sergio's the one that did that, and they put it in the polymer clay. And then you pour the two-part silicone that I did, and then I just poured it all on there, and then on top of this, and then I just break off all the walls, and then you just peel it off, and because the bottom here doesn't keep the texture here, but you can keep the texture if you want. But, and then I don't have any texture on this one, but I just wanted the top pieces so I can chop them up and put them on my bases. Oh yeah, you used the magazine ones? Nice. Yeah, I got a big old giant bundle. Yeah, it was Sergio. Thank you, Antifreeze. Yeah, it was definitely Sergio. It was a great idea. It was awesome. So, and it worked out great. I mean, it printed out just, I mean, it casted really well. So, then you just chop them all up and put them in wherever you want to put them in. I think if I did this again, I wouldn't make it this thick. I would actually make them even thinner. Like super thin, like just enough to cover just the top of them. And then I would use those for bases. Because that would be too thick to put it on top of a base. I would make it thinner. Like already it's too thick. I'm already sitting here. Oh no. I don't know, antifreeze. That's terrible. I squeezed them with my legs. I know I'm sanding this. I'm just making a big old pile of mess here. Okay, now I gotta fix this problem in here. Keep coming across problems here. Fits a little smoother. Okay. Oh yeah. Almost looks like a good time. That's what that looks like. Almost looks like a good time. Yeah, it looks like a big old pile of something. Looks like some freaking, looks like a good old time and then waking up with many regrets. That's what that is. That's what that looks like. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Trying to just get things situated here. That's all we're doing. All we're doing is trying to get this base ready to roll. Ready to roll. Hey-oh. Supervised win the RTT last weekend. That is freaking awesome, dude. My first ever top spot, first tournament I've ever done where I got good matchups the whole way. Custodies were my bane, but I had some good breaks with the list and how they played. Allowed me to take a squad out before calling WOG and going after 2-3 squads on WOG turn. Last game into the Demons, I thought for sure I would lose as he is one of the OP players around, but I kept him off my primary for the first 3 rounds. That's freaking awesome, dude. Going into the bottom of 4th, we just talked it out as I had a 30-plus lead, and there was no way for him to take it from me. All right, I'm like, yeah, just killed it with the orcs, man. That is just fantastic. I was like, congratulations, dude. Some mighty fine playing there. Mighty fine playing. You know what I wish I had that I never ever got? Some standing sticks. I think I have 0 sanding sticks. It's so nice because then I can just sit there and shave this one a little bit thinner. Yeah, it was like, it was some great playing, man. The dice gods blessed you, especially with all that freaking nonsense with orcs. Gotta have freaking shooting just a regular shoot requires like a 6+. So you did really good, man. Congratulations on that one. That was a great feeling because you're like actually playing with like the different army and stuff. So You're not playing with your Chaos Knights, you know? But the demon guy kept persisting out of Pain Boys. 2, which just crippled you. But you did well. You did well. You held the ground. Made Gorka more, what was it, Morka, Gorka happy. Just Mork and Gork. Mork and Gork. You made him proud. Did good. That was awesome, man. That is awesome. Oh, those were the big pain. Whatever the hell they're called. They're called the flash gits. The flash gits. Oh my gosh, those things are such a pain in the ass. Dude, there's a lot of things I need in my life. First of all, like, I need to get a life. That's one thing. Second thing is, I need a freaking mini sander. That would be freaking awesome. That is exactly what I need. Oh, no gets, it's just the green tide? I just had 2 boxes of knobs show up today. Yeah. A nail drill? A nail drill. I will invest, because this is kind of a pain in the butt. This. Okay. Now, this looks relatively good, I think. It needs to be primed. So, this is going to probably have to wait until the next one. So, we'll work on the finishing this dude up. If the dude gets finished up within time, we'll start working on the commission piece, and then the next stream, I'll work on finishing the base up, which shouldn't take very long, and then we'll get then back into the commissions again with the Emperor's Children. And this is gonna be fun and exciting with the Emperor's Children, because I got to come up with all the designs and color schemes, all the fun stuff. All this fun stuff. Okay. Nail drill. I'll have to look it up. Okay. I'm totally sold. Like you have me sold on it because I'm tired of doing what I'm doing. And then I have like all these wounds all over my hands from sanding and stabbing myself and everything else. Let's see here. Devon, Sarah Elizabeth has her first infantry unit for Emperor's Children. There we go. Starting it up. Starting it up. That is awesome. All right. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this. Oh, God. Five infractors. There we go. And a demon prince. So you got 5 infractors and a demon prince. Ah, what's everything all wet? I thought I was flinging paint everywhere. I was like, oh no! Nope, we're good. We good. I was going to eat up a little bit more than that. That definitely looks better. Definitely looks better. 5 per tormentors next. That sounds like a plan. Okay. I feel really confused about this little piece that's like hanging on the top here. I don't even know. Like, I don't even know if that's supposed to be there or maybe it is supposed to be there. I need a better thing. It's like a weird thing. It like sticks right on the end of the hilt. Which I don't know if it's like part of the hilt or not part of the hilt or... I'll look this thing up real quick. I don't know if it's something that's not supposed to be there. You have 730 points so far. Well, once I send this thing out to you guys, you're gonna have a whole mess of them. More to play around with. Oh, no, that's not what I'm after. No. Ah, there he is. The hell is that thing? Guys, maybe it's supposed to be part of the hilt, guys. Oh, screwed that up. Alright, let's go and start fixing things. Yeah, they're gonna be really neat. I'm excited about doing them myself. Then it kind of fixes that little itch that I had for doing Emperor's Children. So it worked out really good because I'm like, wanted to paint some Emperor's Children. Not really having an army of them, but wanted to paint some. So it worked out good. So this is gonna work out great. I can't spell. Yeah, I'm gonna be really excited working on, when we get the fulcrum. I'm gonna sit there and gonna start doing majority of the things on the demon prints first. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Like it literally is gonna be a lot of fun. Especially like two pieces like that, like a demon prince and then fulcrum. And then fulcrum's gonna be its own little nightmare itself, just because I have to. They're Primarchs, so when it comes to Primarchs, I really got to put my time in it, Too much trim, a lot of trim, yep. A lot of trim. I can say the same thing about orcs. Too many freaking patchy hole pants. Like, man, I'm tired of that. Now you think that you're just painting the upper body of them with green, then you find out that they got like a hole torn in their pants. And then you'll go through and you think you got all the pants done. And there's just like a half a dozen freaking patches on their butt cheeks and stuff. You're like, come on, man. And of course, they need to be like plaid. You gotta put all plaid patches on them. So that's just what it feels like for orcs, you know? But chaos is pretty bad too. A lot of trim. You gotta be really into the trim game for some chaos stuff. Like there's a lot of trim. But like again, it's really cool when they're done because it's like, yeah, look at these things. Oh my goodness. Way too much moisture. Trying to figure out what I want to do here. Man, I am tired of freaking getting the freaking hot iron poker from GW every weekend. Man, like that announcement of the freaking new Eldar and the Corsairs and Corsairs, Red Corsairs and then Eldar Corsairs. I'm just like, dude, these guys are killing me. And then like the week before, it was like, here's all these Battle Force boxes for all these. All like this back-to-back week, I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, they are just sticking me bad. Like, it's so bad. Ugh. It's killing me. It's killing me. It's killing me. Leaks mind you, but yeah, gonna be buying one of those. Because they're apparently a new Pain Boy model. Oh. I can see that. I mean, you gotta say, like, I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, Pain Boy, hopefully they redo all the, the trucks. Make them, like, paintable. Like I always have, like, make them a little bit more paintable would be nice. Not so like, hey, we're just gonna crunch everything in the front here. I hope they make, like, if they redo the trucks, they make them look like roadsters. Like it has like easy compatible front end, but smaller tires, and then like big old fat balloon tires on the back end. Like the truck looks like it's slanted. Peerless Bladesman Detachment has some interesting tricks. I bet. Yeah, because I'm thinking like Paint Boy, new trucks. I think new knobs. I think they'll probably do new knobs and mecha knobs and I think there's just gonna be a ton of there's like a ton of like old models. Demon Prince enhancement that lets him heroic for free. When he finishes a charge move, he does mortal wounds. Nice. Oh, what's up, Francois? How you doing? Been a minute. Hopefully everything's going well with you. Try if you can pick sustain or lethal for him in a fight phase. Yeah. Demon Princes are awesome. They do great work. They do great work, just to let you know. I love Demon Princes. You're doing pretty good there. That's good to hear. Yeah, only the Mauler fiends. Only the Mauler fiends. Mauler fiends. It's weird, like it's yeah, because I'm like the Forge Fiends would have been probably a better suit for you guys, cause just all that raw power. Well, shoot, like with that new Defiler, new Mutilators, which I still feel like it's just a little bit of a. They just gave them like punchy stuff from the Obliterators. They made the Mutilators and Obliterators like really close in comparison. Yeah, the new Defiler would be freaking awesome. I think the thing now, like, it took me a while to start liking it because it looks like the Defiler is going to be a little bit smaller than the big, massive, like, big spider leg Defiler. You heard it. Gets better. Yeah. No, they don't suck. Like, Mauler Fiends are still good. Like, I love all Demon Engines. Like, I'm a big Demon Engine fan. I love Demon Engines. I love them. All right, now we got to do... You out of here painting paints? I appreciate it like always. Thank you. Come hanging up. Hanging out. I always appreciate it. FAQ on the court of the Phoenicians in regards to the Demon Prince with wings and strats. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's an FAQ on them or not. Blocking Prince could use the strats. Kind of weird that it would have to be like just the walking one without the wings. Only the ones with the wings get that. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Thank you. It's weird. I'm not that hungry. Okay, so they added the demon to the Demon Prince with wings. Okay, all right, that would fix it. Fixing issues here, fixing issues. All right, we got to do something about his stinking face. Let's do something about his face. We're definitely gonna need some pale skin because he is dead. I'm sure. Yeah, what's going on? Are you talking to me? Oh, you're talking to somebody. Okay, I'm sitting there on mine. What the heck are you talking about? All I saw was Katie down there like, I need to crash at your place for the weekend. I'm like, I guess. I didn't know you were coming through town, but yeah. We'll make room. We'll make room. Some way or another. Alright, so I'm going to need some pale skin. Oh, heck no, that's not going to work. We're going to have to mix this even better. It's gonna come out now. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we got some pale skin. this thing. And I'm going to need some form. I'm going to do basic flesh. And then we're going to have to mix it with something dying. So I think we're going to do maybe blue. Maybe blue, a little blue. Okay. That's basic flesh and light flesh or light skin. And let's take a little. We'll just use this Caspian blue. Normally use it for non-metallic metal steel, steel and stuff, but we'll use it for some flesh colors here. Necrogoblicon would be cool. Hanabe. Japanese girl metal band, yeah. Hardware electronic, what a show. Our kids finishers, second units of Rubik Marines. There we go. There we go. That's great. She needs to feel proud. Get those things built. Oh, that's a good box, man. Especially when you're just starting. Such a good box. Like, such a good box. Such a good starter box. See, like me, all I need is just the Warp Beast out of it. But now I like crazy all this new stuff coming out for G-dubs. I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, I got Mutilators. I got a new Defiler. Now I just need a new Warp Beast would be kind of nice. Like that's an old miniature. It's still cool looking. But that is an old miniature. So a little Caspian blue. We're going to put the Caspian blue in there first. We got to make things look a little dead here. Currently has Combat Patrol, second Rubik Marine box, and her 1000 Sun box. Think after that she wants a Terminator Sorcerer. That's a good one to have. Yeah, Warp Beast got to be at least 30, if not 40 years old. Like, I think it's 30 plus. I think the Warp Beast has been around since like the old Berserkers. Like, it's been around because you had the Soul Grinder. So the Soul Grinder was a thing you use in Age of Sigmar. Yeah, it's super old. It's a really old model. I want to say, the Warp Beast is that old. The Warp Beast for T-Suns, because it could be either built as a Soul Grinder or you do a Warp Beast. You had the Mutalith Warp Beast, the 1000 Suns Warp Beast. The thing's old. Like, I know that thing is super old. Because I don't think it came out in the early aughts. Did it come out in the 7th? With the T-Suns? Maybe it did. Well, if that's the case, well, that would have to be early aughts then, right? Oh, the Soul Grinder and the Defiler were in the same box. That's right, because it has spider legs on that. I thought the Warp Beast had something to it too, but I guess not. I guess the Warp Beast is its own identity. Warp Beast. So that came out in 7th, huh? Google says 8th for the Mutalith. Was it really? Did it really come out in 8th? Okay, okay. Well, if it came out in 8th edition, then I guess that's relatively newer, I guess. Man, it's only 9 years old. 9 or 12 years old, so I guess not too bad. $40K 2013 for Warhammer Fantasy. Mutalith was 8th. Okay, so I guess it's a lot newer than I expected. Yeah, I know. Like, well, now they're doing like that new Venom that you can change it into 2 things. I mean, that Venom is like 30 years old. Like, that thing's super old. And then like those other ships, those big old U-looking ships, the Prisms or whatever they're called. The Prism ships or whatever. Those things are like 40 years old. Like they're like they've been around since I was a kid. Yeah, I know. It's just like 10 years. It's like 13 years or whatever. Like 10 years, 12 years. Like it's getting old. It still holds up though. The Warp Beast still looks cool. 10 years ago, younger, of course. You can do a lot more. Always. Alright, let's get this Caspian blue and put it all over the flesh. Cold Dead Vampire. Ooh, I got sneezes coming. I feel like I have a whole row of them. Oh, the ribs. Oh, man. He's so blue. He's one of those blue people singing that blue song. is blue. Yeah, exactly. That song right there. Actually, you know what? That should be the song for Ultramarines. Like, Ultramarines should be that. Brother! 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 Their arrival music is Welcome to the Jungle. I guess so, yeah. Because I mean, that would partake in the Emperor's Children. That would be the song for it. I think I did Down with the Sickness. I made that a command. I think that does work. I can't remember. I don't know what I put it under. Did I put it under Morty? I think I might have put it under... I did it. I did it. Yeah. Exclamation mark Morty. Yeah. I was Down with the Sickness. I did that one. Yeah, I did. I had to do Dragoons. And then when I did Dragoons, I did, felt like I did more. I think I might have, you want Welcome to the Jungle with Fulgrim? What's up, Chaotic? How you doing? Good evening to you. Okay. All right. Well, I gotta write that down because I don't know. My life has just been just like a mess of freaking stupid busy. All right. So we need exclamation mark Fulgrim. And then that'll be... Welcome to the Jungle. Yep. I think I did Senator Palpatine too for exclamation mark do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Okay. Now, do I have it as do it? I thought it was do it. Maybe I don't have it. I have it crossed off, but I thought I did it. Do I not have... Huh. Well, I don't know why I scribbled it off then. Well, I'll put it on there. I think maybe I scribbled it because it was just... Yeah, I need to do the exclamation mark do it. And then I think I need to do the for funsies, exclamation mark safety for safety dance. Why am I not familiar? What are we talking about? Safety dance? What's a safety dance? Exclamation mark fulcrum, exclamation mark do it. Exclamation mark, I was thinking of something. Like the video was interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that one. Fulcrum, exclamation mark do it. Oh, I need a new exclamation mark. I need a new exclamation mark wow because I gave wow to another Rosie back in the day. Because she always act like an anime character all the time when she always talked on the stream. When she chatted on the stream, I had to give her the wow. Oh, okay, the wow does still work. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Wow still works. I think I want to have like an R2-D2 where he like squeals. Does that make sense? Where he's like, does this little weird like whatever. Oh, I'll make it screwy with you guys. I think I'll do like an exclamation mark wowie. Because I think that'll work pretty good. I've never heard the song Safety Dance. Men Without Hats. Okay. Oh, and then I got to think about what I want to do for Angron. I would have to pick that one. It would have to be like a good, like, I want to like pull something from like Cannibal Corpse for like Angron. Oh, you know what? I think I know what I want to do. It's gonna, yep. Exclamation mark Angron until someone else changes my mind. Angron. Until somebody thinks that they can change my mind on it, it'll be Cannibal Corpse. Corpse. And then it would be time for more true metallic metal. Yeah, true metallic metal's nice too. I think I'm gonna do Cannibal Corpse, I Come Blood. I think that'll be perfect. I think that'll work perfect for Angron. Because I bet that happens to him. Anytime that you bring up his father, the Emperor. The demon looks good, man. Like I saw your whips, dude. They look good. It looks good. I need like another list of freaking YouTube AI songs to add to my playlist. All right, I'm gonna take the blue. We're going to add basic flesh to it. And you're going to get some weird makeshift poopy paint. Just weird. You're going to get a green of some kind. If that works. Because we're just building off from dead corpse. dead. That's gonna be perfect. Yeah, it is a good model there. Yeah, so it's like I made some changes on my my tribal things for my mini factory, and so I'm only keeping like I only have like 3 things now. I used to have a whole bunch, but I'm like I don't need all this stuff. Like honestly, I really don't need any of it. Well, I keep it because some things come out really nice. Like I do like the purchases of making my own plinths. Like making my own plinths is like huge. And then when I'm on my 3D thing, I just change the shape of them and stuff like that. That's how this one looks the way it does. Like I took one with a backdrop, shortened the backdrop, widened the bottom, shortened the height to it. I'm like getting to the point now where I'm like gonna start digging into that Nurgle box that I got and pull the Harbinger of Death or Harbinger of Death or whatever, and start working on getting him up and going a little bit. He is a really, really cool and intriguing piece to do. I'd like to actually have one of those, him, and I have like an idea exactly how I want to kind of display him. Might start working on that now and see where I get at, and then everything else is gonna try to look for like simpler, easier miniatures to kind of just play around with for Adepticon things. Not this year because I don't have. It's not like I don't have enough time. I probably could whip up one miniature to take over to Adepticon, but I just can't get to Adepticon right now. It's just not in the books right at the moment. So, and I love to do that Black Sun miniatures, that bust of the daughter's dragon, the dragon's daughter, the something or other of that sorts. I love to get back onto that. I was making all these cool things for it, and then I just kind of put it off to the side and just didn't get to it again. Need to get back into that again. It's gonna be super nice. Yeah, the Rat Prince again, yeah. Mr. Oogly Boogly. I always say it wrong, but yes, we're getting to the final steps of this guy, and then we're gonna be putting him on this base right here, and I just need to prime this thing, so I'll be working on that tomorrow, get it all primed, and then on Friday we'll start working on the base and getting that all colored up to where I want it, and then get this thing placed on there. And then we'll get into the next batch of commission pieces. Let's see here. The Voyeur of Doom, getting rid of your Death Guard army. Too busy to paint them. Oh man, you got some all sorts of kit bashes and stuff. 30k Morty into a Demon Prince with wings. You have to reduce the pile of shame a little. Yeah, that's what I keep on. I keep lying to you guys all the time about my pile of shame. I'm like, I'm getting there, guys. I'm almost done with all the Necrons. Like, that's where I'm at. Still got like freaking 52 other armies to do, but I'm almost done with those Necron guys. See, I'm getting rid of that pile of shame. I know. I'm right there too, Rosie. That new box of Eldar. Right after getting all the corn, the World Eater Battle Force box. Let's see, you still have a very large Raven Guard army? There you go. All right, at least keep something, right? Just saying, you want some of my orcs? You just gotta let me know what orcs you want. I got freaking plenty of them, Dragoon, dude. It'll be all right, because I know I gotta get into painting them again. They do, like, even though I complain about orcs, they do sell extremely well, because no one wants to paint them. Like, they are a pain in the keister to paint them. So I can see why people buy them off of me pretty quickly. But it takes me a lot of time to paint them. Like way more time in orcs than Necrons, you know? Hardest to paint? Admechs and Sisters of Battle. See if there's anything else that I can see. Like I did this a long time ago. I placed all the models with like hardest to easiest. And I want to say like the hardest miniatures to paint because of size and how much detail are on them are the Sisters of Battle and then the Admechs. The Admechs and the Sisters of Battle are probably the hardest miniatures to paint. And then I would say possibly Guard. Guard's not too bad actually. I would have to probably drop Guard down a little bit. The Imperial Guard. Then it would be Gene Stealers. So I would think it would be like I think Admechs, Sisters, Gene Stealers, and then you get into the Chaos. All Chaos. All that trim is tough on anybody. Like, all the trim. Like, all that trim. Yeah, I would go Chaos. Doesn't matter what Chaos it is. All Chaos. I would put that down into, like, maybe tier 2 in hard painting. Like, top tier would be the ones I mentioned. The next tier would be your Chaos. All your Chaos, like all your Chaos would be. And then your bottom tiers, which would be your easiest tiers, I'd put Space Bros. Don't matter what Space Bros. Across all platforms, Space Bros are easy. Probably Imperial Guard is relatively easy. Necrons are like your easiest miniatures to paint are Necrons. I can burn through Necrons like crazy. Orcs will be up there too on my top 1 tier 2. I always forget about Orcs. So yeah, it'd be Admechs, Sisters, Gene Stealer cults, um, and orcs. Just because orcs are so mismatched, there's no symmetry to orcs. One side's completely different than the other side, so that's why I always put those in factors when you're doing those. And then tier two be your all your chaos. There was another thing I wanted to put in there. Chaos, Eldar. Eldar difficult because of the size of them, but they're uniform, so that makes them a little easier. So I won't put them in tier one. Eldar are not that hard to paint, but they do have some difficulty because of size. So I'd put those with chaos, like chaos, Eldar, and then you go to your easy ones, be like Tau, are relatively easy. The only thing that makes Tau hard is if you're doing the magnetizing, but that's building, not painting. Like painting wise, they're not that bad. So I feel like it's like the easiest Necrons, Tau, um, um, Knights. Knights are super easy to paint. They're really big, but they're real easy. Like they're not difficult to paint. Knights are really easy. So yeah, so those are like my top ones of difficulty would be those. Tyranids are super easy. I'd put them with Necrons. They're ridiculously easy. I don't see anything very difficult about Tyranids. Tyranids are really easy. You can make them difficult as much as you like, but the most base part of a Tyranid are really easy to paint. Dark Eldar, I'd put those with Chaos as well. I still don't think that they're that extremely difficult. They can be a pain because of size, just like Eldar. Like Eldar, Dark Eldar, and all your Chaos stuff is like difficult. And then all your other ones on the bottom tiers, Tyranids, Necrons. I believe that the Leagues of Votann would be really easy to paint as well. Your Knights, Custodes are super easy unless you're doing non-metallic metal on all of them. They're super easy. I'd put those on easy deal on there. I still haven't came across like a super hard Tyranid to paint. I painted a whole bunch of them. Right, like the Termagants, super easy. The Hormagaunts or whatever. All the Gaunts are really easy. Like Screamers, the Lictors, the Leapers, the Leapers. Like all of those are relatively easy on my thing. Like I don't think any of them are very difficult. They're easy to reach, easy to get to. I painted hundreds of them. They weren't that bad. Like they weren't that bad at all. So yeah. Don't know anything else that would be like real difficult in painting wise. Painting by, and most I ever spent on a kill team was an orc one. Yeah. Well, the orc one's like that orc kill team with all the commandos. Like, I painted those on stream many moons ago. And I tell you what, like, each one was specifically different than any other one. There were none of them that were of the same. Super easy. So, very nice. I like partially dead zombies here. Could probably do the same with the Tyranids. Yeah, if you're gonna distress yourself, yeah, like those would be like the go-to. It'd be Tyranids, Necrons, Tau. Like you gotta say, I painted like just in this last like month and a half, I painted like a month and a half, like about a month and a half, almost going 2 months. Painted. Well, I'm over 150 Necrons already, somewhere around there. Like this is a lot of Necrons. They go by pretty quick when I'm on a pretty well greased machine. You know, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I'm doing pretty well on these things. But then I also painted like freaking. I think I've pretty much almost touched everything. I don't think I've done any like Gene Stealer cults on stream. And like I did the Deathcore Krieg guys kill team and stuff. Like I painted those on stream. I painted the Commandos on stream. I didn't think there was much difficulty with the DKOK guys. Yeah, it's just like all those kind of things. They're not terrible. The only time that I was really like cussing up a storm was like some of the Soul Blight Gravelord guys, like these dudes, and the sisters. Guys, I'm almost done with all the Necrons here. Only got like 11 more models to do. We're gonna paint 2 of them on stream. gonna take some of this paint that I just did. We're gonna put that light pale skin. One thing I do like to do is paint flesh. A lot of times that these miniatures don't have a lot of flesh to show. I like flesh and fabrics. Those are probably my favorite things that I like painting. When they kind of give me like a blank canvas. It'd be kind of cool to go and hang out with Marco Frassoni. I met him over at Adepticon a few years ago. 3 years or so ago. He's a cool cat to go and hang out with. Especially when he wants to talk about it. His color theory is no joke. Like, he has awesome color theory. It's a great way to go pick up color theory. Underpainting techniques and advanced contrast paints. Like, his color theory is excellent. Today. Oh, and he's down there in Texas, huh? 4 and 1 class after. There's like 40 days to Adepticon, yeah, because Adepticon's at the end of March. So, we're getting close to the end of March, right? Yeah, taking a Marco class would be an awesome class to take. Like, Marco's color theory is off the chain. That's where I learned how to do the color theories of making my black the way I make them was all thanks to him. Like, he has excellent color theory. His color theory is excellent. That's something like really good to pick up. So I'm trying to think of anybody else that like throws classes. Like if I was ever gonna be taking classes of any kind, like Marco for sure I would take that. I think Mamiko. Is his name Mamiko? He's on Instagram, I think he goes by Mamiko. I think he's from like Poland or something like that. I would definitely take a class of his for some non-metallic metals. Like I'm getting really good at I feel like I'm getting a lot better on non-metallic metals. But I think that could brush me up on some things. Taking like one of his classes for that. I don't know anybody else that takes any classes that I would want to take. Extra 200 to the class. Yeah, I can see that adding a little bit to you. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of people that have, I think there's like a vault down there in Vegas. That it seems like they have a lot of cool classes down there in Vegas. Now, it's kind of crazy that Marco's down there in Houston. I wonder if he actually lives here in the States now. I wonder if he moved here. He doesn't live here? Okay, so he's back over. He's like in Italy, I want to say. 'Cause I know he's pretty close with Mindworks Studio. So I'm assuming that, and he does have that little bit of an Italian swagger to him. Yeah, but you gotta say, like you just said yourself, like $200 for a hotel stay. It just depends on what he's doing. Oh, yeah, like $7,500 for one class weekend. Yeah. Honestly, not too bad. I don't know exactly how much the place is, the rent things, and then staying wise, and then how much you're really walking away from doing that. Like, I know that a lot of people do like traveling, going places, and teaching classes, and that helps out with like, going on the trip itself. Help kind of pay for the trip and then have a little extra cash on you. Yeah, you like look at like 8 Gs, but then you gotta look at like, flying from where he is over into the States and then staying in the States. And then the rentals, how much they charge for the rentals. And everything else, like what you really walk away with afterwards. It's like I always thought about teaching classes and then I always changed my mind. I'm like, I think I'd prefer to enjoy myself. I know, that'd be pretty neat. It'd be really neat. It'd be really neat to actually take one of his classes. You'll learn so much from him. Really looks nice and dead. Yeah, I still don't think that's a half bad class to go take, especially if you're gonna go and try to understand his color theory. His color theory is freaking solid. And like, I picked up his color theory off of YouTube, but I think even him explaining it to me in person would be so much better than what I pick up off of his video. I think like AC Miniatures is actually doing classes now over like a Adepticon. Eric Swinson's classes would probably be really cool to take too. And then like a Sam Lynn's class would be really neat too to take. There we go. Flesh tone's coming out just right. His little bony knuckles on his fingers. Tendons. Now you can get out of edge highlighting. Too thick or thin? Yep. Yep, that can happen. There we go. Definitely like this dead old face that he has. Keep it unlively, but somewhat lively. Okay. Now, I think I might need a smaller brush maybe. Literally can't even see his eyeballs. Okay. We need I'll take a little bit of this tan flesh here. Yeah, I love playing around with. I like when it comes to like dead things, like undead and stuff like that. I really like. I wish I had a little bit more of a structure color system for dead things. Like Army Painter had such a great color set for that, which I think like 8K has a good color set too. I would like to get that. Mm-hmm.
Are you still not hungry?
I don't know. Maybe I should probably try to eat something. Might give me like one of the little chicken thighs and just one, and then maybe just a little scoop of potato salad. I don't know why I don't feel like I want to eat at all. It's kind of weird not wanting to eat. Normal, I'm always hungry. You know, I'm always just like, feed me. Yeah. I'm starving. All right, let's do. Payne's Gray. Ooh, that like made my ice ball goes cross. A little bit of eyebrows. Okay. Flesh. Dunzo. Alright, now we gotta get into non-metallic metal on the sword, blade, and the hair. That crazy, twisted, modded up hair that he got. All right, start playing around with the, I'm gonna go with bright color, be the Nakar, oh, actually it won't be that color. We'll actually be going, white will be the bright color, Nakar will be bright mid-tone. Let's go ahead and lay this down. Not gonna need a whole lot because the blade's so thin. Then we're going to need the Nakar. Professional quality. We can go like Arctic blue. Don't know if I actually want to do Arctic blue, but we'll see. Not too bad, but I think I might have to add the blue to the anthracite Cara gray. Ah, there is a graphite gray. It'll be all right. We'll do this. We'll do this. Okay. That'll be all right. Do it with a 0. Let's go in with that blue-gray nonsense we got. Cover all of it. I'm gonna go back in that little flesh color right quick here. Yeah, like I get heat sick real quick. I know, it's not gonna be pleasant. You're gonna hear me griping about that the whole time. Yeah, I enjoy it while I can. I do like the cool, like I really do like the cool, I really do. The heat is just dreadful. It makes me so sick. I try everything to get myself freaking cooled off as much as I can. Summer will be here and I won't be at painting desk that much. Oh, you're not gonna be at the painting desk as much during the spring and summer? Yeah, spring and summer. Like, crazy thing is, like, I'm almost done with my online class, which that was like stupid easy. And then I have to study for a certain kind of certification thing that they want me to do, and then the winter time is not going to be pleasant because I think I'm going to take 2 classes in the fall. But those are in-class ones and they're evening classes, so we'll see how it goes. I might have to change around my schedule on how we do streams and stuff during that time. Yeah, Canadians get out of the house and those shit. Yeah, you guys have to, because you got to say like 9 months of the years that you guys are trapped inside your house. You only got like 3 good months. Like you got like June, July, and August. Like that's all you guys have. Of like good temperatures. And then you're back to -40. Like I think like in May it's like 0 degrees and you guys are wearing shorts. You guys, it's freaking, you've been in like -60 during the whole time. Like May's like 0 and then like you finally get into like the teens in like into May and then it's like 30 to 40 degrees and that's like, dude, that's like 104 here, you know, like you're like, oh my god, it's so hot. It's like 45 degrees, man. That's like freaking 110 in the desert. Well, my problem is like I had to go order some new pants my whole time of 9 weeks off. Going to work, I can't fit in my work pants. So now I need another size up on my pant size. And then probably shed it all off into the old pair of pants by the time summer's done. just dying. Just dying to tell you. Okay. So since I made everything kind of bright here, we're gonna go and take our white. Next color. So that was the bright color, the bright mid-tone. This is the dark mid-tone. Oh my goodness. So much moisture, Brent. What are you doing? What are you doing? Screwing it all up right off the jump? I have to go and do another coat here. So we got our dark laps right here. So now we're going to go back into our white again. Already, you guys could probably already see the change in the blade. And then we'll go into the dark mid-tone again. And we're going to this back side. And then we're going to go work the opposite end here. Take the white. Trying not to make a mess out of all that pretty fur we just did. Trail the white up a little bit more. Okay. Now we're going to go into the bright mid-tone. Okay. Now we're going to go on the dark mid-tone. Go into the dark base that we had. Just like that. Like so. Now, This thing is divided in two, so there is a back side to this. So with that being dark, we need to make this under part bright. So this one's dark on the top half. Go into the bright midtone. Dark midtone. Like that. And you do got this part down here, which will be a little bit more difficult. Bright, and into the bright midtone. And then the dark midtone. And I made it in kind of a complete full circle here. And that kind of fully does all the sketch out on the whole entire blade. It's not bad. And since everything's so small and thin and everything, you don't really have a lot to mess with here. It's pretty easy in general. Blended pretty good there. Rinse and repeat. Almost don't need to do any kind of fuzz work on this. It actually blended in so good. Just so narrow that you can't really help yourself. Now, I'm going to take the white, see if I can edge out a line here. Such is such a thin blade. I have to put such thin edge highlights all the way across here. There we go. Super easy. That actually probably was the easiest non-metallic metal that I ever had to do. That was like easy. I didn't even have to blend much into that at all. How warm it has been here lately. I might be able to get the bike out by next month. Yeah. Yeah, you guys it's been pretty light on the snow for you guys up there. Looks like you had like a little bit of time of snow dropping on you guys, but not that much, it doesn't seem like. Like normally you guys got like feet or meters, whatever you guys freaking use. Whatever you guys use. All right. Yeah, you barely got any. Like, yeah, it's like the snow, you guys really didn't get any. Unless something happens like the rest of this month and going into March, I think you got... Yeah, like earlier, like in January or something like that, it seemed like you guys were getting just hammered by a bunch of snow. All right, now we're gonna do all the silly hair. And after the silly hair, everything's gonna just have to be on hold until I can get that base primed. Okay. Hair. I think I might just keep it black and just build off of that. Dark neutral gray. Dark neutral gray. Bold titanium white. I've been using a ton of bold titanium white. You're like, you know, things are getting bad when Canadians ain't getting any snow. I need to hit the whole thing with coal black. Boy, the paint is just popping all over me. strange, twisted up hair. Just the strangest. All right. I'm gonna take a little bit of that black, whole lot of that dark neutral gray. And then we're just gonna kind of add a little bit of bold titanium white to it. Okay. Uh-oh. I hit the face. What the heck am I doing? What the heck am I doing? Get rid of that. There we go. Such a matted up pile of hair he has. Perfect. Do that light highlight through the hair, which is perfect. Now we're going to take some of that same color that we had. And we're going to hit even more white in it. And the deal here is that I just got to try to get thin stipulant lines, but it's going to be kind of difficult on this. Thank you. I'm going to take some of that same color and even more white. Getting some like ultra brights here now. Same thing, I'm trying to give as much stipulant lines as I can on the miniature. As thin as I can possibly make them. I mean, granted, nothing's perfect, but we can get it near perfect here. Really light brush pressure. Like I'm just like barely touching the model. Oh, that was a heavy line. There we go. One more. One more. We're gonna take that white, go and hit that thing one more time. This is probably the brightest part we want to go. It's not fully white, it's just like a hue darker, but it'll look really white on the camera. And this one here, I'm not gonna go too many stipulant lines. All I'm gonna try to do is just break up anything that's like super thick by putting some of these lines in there. Like this one where I put a big old thick line in it. Try to hammer out some thinner ones in them. Perfect. Oh. There. I think that looks perfect. You know, flesh hair and the sword came out looking really good. Oh, shoot, guys, that kind of wraps up this dude. It actually came out a lot faster than I was expecting, but we still got to do the base though. So we still got to, I still got to prime this thing and get this thing kind of ready to go because we're going to be doing like a bunch of ooze coming out of here and all sorts of stuff, and then he's going to be sitting pretty on this little grate right here. Maybe a little bit further off to the edge here. Like that. Something like that. And then I kind of want to make sure that I get a good lighting direction hitting at an angle of his face like this back here. And then hopefully I can try to get a good, oh, almost dropped him right into the palette. Almost dropped him in the wet palette. Have him sit right here on the edge here and see if I can actually get a pretty good lighting for him. Even if I have to darken his back here, which we might, and we might take like an actual like transparent black, water it down and just kind of layer it and layer it and layer it just to darken this back half but still keep all the color. And then it'll keep this front part really bright, and then we can just kind of bright angle it going this direction at him. And then we can go on the back here and hopefully put like a big old monster looking rat that's like his shadow. Be like a big old giant rat instead of what he actually looks like. Would be really kind of cool. So that's exciting. Well, I really don't want to jump into anything else just yet. So we might have to cut a stream a little short. I kind of like, I took a little too much time on this miniature. That kind of wraps them up pretty good. Yeah, actually went by a lot quicker. Actually, everything's a lot quicker than that Stormcast Eternal model we did. That was just so much non-metallic metal. I mean, it was enough to put anybody to sleep at that moment. It was just like, all right, guys, we're just layering it in layers and layers and layers and layers, and then it just kind of came out looking pretty good. And then this one here, I was like, holy smokes, even with all the texturing of the fabrics and everything else, and the texturing of the furs and the hairs and all that kind of stuff, still nothing in comparison for the non-metallic metals. When you only have like 3 things that you have to do non-metallic metals on, it's not that bad. So I'll probably have to close up shop anyways, and then finish up the base for this model, and then I'll have this thing all set up ready for the end of the month, and then we'll be working on the demon prints for the Emperor's Children, which that'd be really cool. And then and then get the commissions done, and then I'll still keep plugging away at those Necrons until they're done, and then I want to make sure I get rid of all my Dark Angel stuff. So I got like 2 planes, I got a bunch of bikes for the Raven Wing stuff, and then I got some of the no, they're not Death Guard, they're whatever the Terminator dudes for Dark Angels are. I have old ones and new ones, so I'll try to paint all of them up. I even have like Samael too, so I got Samael that's on the bike, which is kind of a cool miniature. But it'd be cool, it's alright if I get rid of all of those dudes, so I'm going to try to get rid of all those guys. The Deathwing Knights, thank you. Yeah, get rid of all the Deathwing Knights. Yeah, same here, Dragoon. I'm going to close up shop, guys. We did excellent. I got a lot farther than I thought I was going to be. Like, I can't believe we were just like done with the miniature. I was just like, well, that works. What's up, Bogus? How you doing? Yeah, I'm going to close up shop. We're closing up shop. I know. Congratulations, Dragoon. That is awesome. That is definitely something to go around and carry that victory badge on that one. That one's awesome. That one's awesome. Anyways, guys, I am gonna close up shop. I am done for today. We did good. We got Kritza, the Rat Prince done. We just gotta get the base done, but I have to get the base primed, so I'm gonna be working on that. I'll get it primed tomorrow, and then I'll have everything all ready for Friday, and get this thing done, and then we'll start working on the commission pieces for the Emperor's Children, which I'm really excited about painting those. Those things are gonna be super, super exciting. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching me on the stream here over on Twitch. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me tonight. If you're seeing me over on YouTube, thank you also. Make sure that you like and subscribe over there on YouTube. Same here over on Twitch. Make sure you give me a follow over here. Follows are free and awesome. And over there on YouTube, likes and subscribes are free as well, and they're extremely helpful. So thank you guys over there on YouTube. Shout out to the sponsors above. You guys know about the sponsors. If you haven't, you can use those commands in chat, or you can go over to my Discord, Discord. There'll be sponsor affiliate links over there as well. I also have my eBay store. Most of the time when I'm painting miniatures, if I'm not doing commissions or giveaways or whatnot, they normally go over to my eBay store. !eBay in chat, or over on the Discord, or just go into eBay and look up the Wicked Mini store. That's just another way you can support the stream. Paint a whole bunch of miniatures. I'm trying to get through a whole bunch of them that I'm not planning on carrying anymore, and then just get them sent off to nice homes that people will probably be playing with them, and then that'll help me bring in more coin into the stream, and so I can do some upgrades and everything like that. So that works there for eBay. You can follow me over on my socials, !socials. You can see me over on Instagram. I got to start working here pretty soon, plugging away at that big old statuette for the mental health charity painters, the MHCP. I'll get that going here soon, but I'm going to planning on having all that done through Instagram, through like quick videos, like how I do like wolf fur and fabrics and flesh tones and all that kind of stuff, and then keep everything in the loop with Black Forge Games, because that's one of their models, and sit there and kind of sponsor that up as well. What's up, series? How's it going? Came in right at the time where I'm done with this miniature, and I'm gonna close up shop. So I was sitting there, I was like, I'll finish up the rest of the miniatures base because I don't have it primed, so I can't really work on it right now. So we'll work on that on Friday and get that wrapped up, and then I got to go back into the 2 commissions of the Emperor's Children stuff. So I'll be working on those after this dude's done and start trying to hammer those guys out. But other than that, though, that's it. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much all my spiel. I don't think I'm missing anything. Yeah, stream went really good. Like, I can't really complain. Nothing really I can say. Just we were just plugging away, get a lot of stuff done. I like getting stuff done. I like getting things done. All right, let's go to, let's see here. What's day? Tuesday? Cool. Let's go over to Electra's kitchen, because I know that she just like starts. So we'll go over there. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and start up right over to Electra's kitchen and see what she is up to. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for coming hanging out with me on this Tuesday. I will catch you guys later on Friday. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you guys later. See ya.
Windows open? Yeah, fair. How you doing, sweetie? Having a nice nap? Oh my goodness, another raid! Wicked Minis, welcome on in.